We're live. Hey, everybody.
There we go. Oh, speaker.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I thought I was hearing voices in my head. Spray session. Dude, I think I'm gonna live stream me painting a lure. Lord knows I got
That'd
to
be
paint
great.
like
Put that on
30 of them.
YouTube. People will love that.
Should I?
Yeah. You have a Wayfinders Lures YouTube channel?
No, but I'm going to know.
Yeah, you need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Let's start doing some spray live sessions. Live. Never mind. Okay, Twitter. What up, Twitter?
2 minutes.
All right.
Dos minutos.
Naturally immune jackhole. How many times will the real Rocky touch?
Ron's Peter. Stop touching my feet. Oh, my God. What are you doing?
Peter. Dude, I wish my butt looked like that. I looked in the mirror the other day at my butt. It doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that?
No. Do you want to see a picture?
No.
Okay.
But thank you.
Hey, no
Thank you,
problem.
though.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
that.
Ron. Thank you.
Hell no.
I almost have started singing that.
Are you going to start your feeds?
Oh, that's right. See, bro? See what you're doing to me?
It's going to be that kind of show. Huh?
Yeah. I was like, what? What feeds? Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory.
Hell no.
Oh, hell no. Glory, glory, hallelujah. What up, Mary? What's up, Jamie? Linda, what's going on, girl? Teresa.
60 seconds.
Poor Peter. I know. Tell me about it.
Poor Petey.
All right. Boom. All right, we good. What up, Lucky Stone? Oh, Jamie over here, too. Jamie, you got like, that's some paranormal stuff. Hey, Ron, 40 seconds.
4-0.
I used to do a show with John, and he used to drink his coffee, but he wasn't doing it to be funny. He just slurped it. And if I could have legally got away with just slapping him till he pooped his pants, I would have done it. What up, Jewel?
Sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality. Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci.
Ron, you know what we need to do, my brother?
What's that?
We need to create a Tumblr where we are both on it together with no shirt on.
No. This is what you should. This is what I should have done. Okay.
Oh, that took coordination.
Yeah, it did. I had to think
That
about
was
it.
really good. Yeah, I'll do it, bro. I'll do it. No, I won't. No, I will
That's
not.
hard
Yes,
to do.
I will.
That's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. I can't. No, I'm not putting my ugly mug on that mug.
Oh,
You see what I did there? Okay, what?
I felt that.
Yeah. What are you looking at?
Oh, somebody's doing a promo for us.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
All right. What's up? Just want to let everybody know.
That'll tell you what kind
Just
of
want
show
to let
it's gonna
everybody
be.
know right now that Ron is a little crabby tonight.
He's not crabby.
Who's not crabby?
Ron?
No, Rocky isn't either.
Rocky, but Rocky did say he was.
No,
crabby.
he didn't. No. I said I get sick of people.
No,
all right?
you said I'm a little crabby tonight.
A little bit.
Okay, so you did say.
So are you.
No, I'm tired. I'm not crabby.
That's kind of crabby, though, because when I get tired, I get crabby. How about you, folks? No, I just told Ryan, I says, people are dumb sometimes. Yesterday after the show, right away, I mean, within a second.
It was literally a minute
Not
after
even.
we shut off the.
It was 17 seconds, I checked.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 18. Right away, I got this message, Shalom. That's it, right?
He said, what did he say? He said, Shalom, my beloved.
And I said, what does that mean? To Ron.
Oh, yeah, you didn't answer him that way.
No, I didn't. I said, what do I say?
I
Do I say Shalom, my brother? I didn't know what to say to that stuff. I'm not used to that, right?
Yeah, but then go on. What did you
So I
replied
didn't
to
reply.
it?
Well, I needed time, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, hey, dude, hey, what's up? I'm like, thanks.
It was a new Facebook friend.
Yeah, he was a preacher, an author, a biblical. Talks about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, many blessings to you and your family. I'm like, hey, bro, thanks, man. That was really kind. I really appreciate it. Peace. And 2 minutes later, outside with Ron, we were hugging. And I wasn't going to tell anybody that part, but we were hugging for like 3 minutes. And he writes back and he said that like I'm pretty much cursed. You know what I mean? He said that
he said
he's concerned.
Do you have it still? Read
No,
it.
I
Oh, you deleted it. It was something about
blocked him.
You needed some prayers. He wanted to pray for you because he felt like you were in spiritual need because you were summoning demons or something like that.
No. He said that the spirit came to him. The spirit came to him and told him to reach out to me, that he was obligated to reach out to me because he was concerned that I was going to be under major dark spiritual attack. That's exactly what it was.
Is that not scary?
I'm like, you son of a bitch. You don't even know where I come from. Okay, wait a minute, though.
Yeah, but apparently he knows something.
Okay, so in his world, what I do is bad, right? Like I'm dealing with the demon.
Oh, you're talking. Okay.
But it's okay for the spirit to go to his ass and deliver a little message and
Okay.
say, yo.
All ghosts are demons. We got that out.
Well,
last
okay, so
night.
what spirit went to him then? So that was because he's so glorious that it was a good spirit that went to him. But when I deal with, they're bad spirits.
Maybe.
What's the
I don't
difference?
know. I honestly, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird. I thought it was weird that you didn't want to correspond with him.
No, I don't like that. I was hesitant.
You're going to get that a lot now.
Freaking time. I said freaking.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we do any kind of show where we go down a religious road, I get messages from people either telling me I'm crazy or telling me I'm a freaking devil worshiper, or they're concerned for me.
What's funny is people get that way, and we weren't even. It's not necessarily what we personally believe in, folks. These are just conversations that we're having because, quite honestly, I'm investigating, I'm exploring, I'm trying to understand why someone would think the way they think. But shit,
No, for real, but shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you.
And that gets me angry, brother.
People get all bent out of shape.
all bent out of shape. Okay, here's the thing, though, is how many of those people that believe what they believe. Now, I'm not referring to our guest.
Agreed.
I'm talking about
we know
stranger.
we know about our guests before
Yes.
they come on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This stranger gets a hold of me, knows nothing about me, knows nothing about my past, probably couldn't fight half the demons I fought in my damn life. You know what I'm saying? And then he wants to come and give me advice and tell me that I'm going to be under spiritual. Brother, I've been under spiritual attack my whole damn life. What, Petey? Don't talk back to me.
Jeez, man. I don't
That pisses me off to no end.
I don't know why it pisses you off so bad.
How many? Because I'm sick of people who have such.
You could have stopped right
Oh,
there.
and I said, ladies and gentlemen, good night. I asked Ron, what did I ask you last night? When he sent me that message, I asked you something. What was it? It was.
What should I say?
No, that was a very
Oh, yeah,
important question,
it
though.
was.
Oh my God, what was I just going to say? It was at the tip of my nose. And it's a
He
long
meant
nose.
the tip of his tongue.
I know, but Lisa digs my nose.
I'm sure she does. But that's for another show, another segment.
I wonder how many investigations, paranormally speaking. I mean, maybe he was an exorcist. I don't know, but I wonder how many paranormal investigations.
How did he find you, Rocky? That's what I want to
The
know.
Great Spirit brought him to him. The Spirit brought him.
He
to
said,
me.
"Go out and search Rocky Stucci."
That's what Spirit said.
And okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll slap him. No, I won't slap him. Sorry. But still, I get irritated about that. Nothing. I don't want your mom mad at me, bro. All right.
No, my mom's not mad at you. My mom wasn't mad. I talked to her. She wasn't angry.
Kind of was she?
No,
She mad at you?
no.
She should be.
Why should she be mad at me?
It's because it's her job to be
Oh,
mad at
yeah,
Ron
okay.
Phillips.
Hey, tonight we're going to be talking about Poveglia. Is that how you say it?
Poveglia, yeah.
Poveglia Island. It's an island off the coast of Venice.
Kevin said, Ron, you had me at sick.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's an island off the coast of Venice.
Do you
This
realize
is the world's most haunted island.
It is insane. Do you realize that there's more satanic worshiping in Venice than just about any other city in the world?
Why is that?
I don't know, but I guess once it goes dark at night, it gets creepy, it gets sinister, Venice is creepy. I'm not going to Venice,
dude.
and I'm not going to one of those boats and having some dude sing standing behind me with the big stick.
Oh. I'm gonna put this on the screen. We'll talk about it here in a second.
Yeah,
I just got to get over there.
We got a graphic today for the show. No,
we
it's
do have a graphic. It's
Poveglia. We're gonna get in a little bit about what is it called again?
Poveglia.
Poveglia.
I'm sure they say it different in Italy, but
oh yeah, they probably sound way more sexier than we do. Poveglia, puto. And then we are going to talk about one of the most haunted cemeteries in New Orleans.
Nolans. And you know what? I
said it
think
wrong
I've
again.
seen this cemetery that you're talking about.
But you didn't go in it.
No, I didn't go in the cemetery. We were driving down the road. But in Nolans, when you drive down the highway and you pass a cemetery, there is no question that you're passing a cemetery because all of we call them mausoleums.
Yep.
They're crypts, whatever. They're all above ground because of they're below sea level there in New Orleans. So, yeah.
Did you know that is the original location of the original Bloody Mary and the Bloody Mary house? I think we talked about this before.
Orleans?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Nick Groff was in there, and he was in one of the bedrooms of where she practices her magical stuff. You know, she probably needs some prayer.
Okay.
And then something went in Nick's ear where it said, right in Nick's ear while he was in the closet.
Did Nick shit
He
his
pooped.
pants?
Yep, he pooped. I mean, literally, he crapped his pants.
What the hell?
He started running out, and he went down a hallway, and then he went to take a left, and there's a bookshelf there, and all the freaking books flew off the shelf at him.
Nope.
Dude, that would have.
Oh, you know what I did do today?
What did you do today?
I'm sorry, I need to change the subject
Come on,
a little
brother.
bit.
What do you got,
So
Ron?
we talked about this. I guess it was not last night, the night before, Tuesday night. We talked about that new movie that's out now called Man vs. Bigfoot.
Yes.
That our buddy Jeff Crypto Hulk Stewart is in.
Yo, Jeff, what's up?
Yep, he plays the counselor, let's say, in the movie. And man, this was a movie shot basically in East Texas, and it literally is. I'm not going to do a review on it, but let's just say
No, do a review.
It humanizes Bigfoot a little bit.
Okay, tell me what you mean by humanizes Bigfoot.
It's not a legend of Boggy Creek.
I don't know what that is.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, Boggy Creek.
Yes.
Oh,
thank you.
Dude,
You have no
really?
idea, do you?
Nope.
Yeah. Legend of Boggy Creek was a 1970s movie on Bigfoot. That's the one that scared me so bad in the theater. My mom took me to it. I was laying in the floor screaming because everybody else in the theater was screaming. Scared me.
Son of a...
That, dude. We are... Oh, man.
We are what, Ron?
I started to say we're an adult program, but we're not an adult. I mean,
I need
anyhow,
a cigarette.
it was a good movie. It's called Man vs. Bigfoot.
So you saw the whole thing?
I rented it on YouTube.
Rented. See, that is support right there.
Yeah, I did. I rented it on
That
YouTube.
is support.
I need to go leave a review for it because he's asking for the reviews.
Whiskey's in Minnesota.
Whiskey's in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know people up there, bro. All right, so
let's talk about this real quick.
Really quick. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
I do want to know what you mean sincerely when you say humanizes.
It is a what I would call a standard Bigfoot movie where Bigfoot tracks you in the forest and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the middle to the end of the movie is a little bit different type of thing. I mean, I don't want to give the movie away. So all I can say is this movie humanizes Bigfoot a little bit in such that there's kind of a relationship there.
So were there sexual relations?
There were not sexual relations.
You just said the word relationship.
I said relationships, but not sexual
so
relations.
of course I'm going to think that.
But you would.
Of course you said
Because
humanizes.
you're the stooge.
I'm the meatball.
Yeah. October 23rd, folks.
October 23rd. There it is.
Yep, October 23rd.
Damn, you look sexy, bro.
A haunting at
Damn.
the Renaissance. Well, you can barely see any of my face. You and
Dude,
Scotty are.
there's a ghost coming
Right
off
there.
my face. I just noticed that.
Yeah,
in the
there is a
picture,
ghost coming up.
skeleton.
I'm kind of back in the mist because I'm the
I don't like that.
new guy.
I don't like that at all.
But it's kind of cool. Scotty did a great job.
Yeah, he's always been fantastic at
Scotty's
graphic
really
design.
good at that stuff.
ScottAllenRoberts.com. Get your graphic design work from Scotty.
Got Phantom's Feast hosted by Feastmaster Jim Cunningham. October 23rd. That's the night that we're there, folks.
Yep.
We'll be there for the feast and then
The young
little
lady
ghost hunting after
that was in the picture, that is Sarah Soderlund. She'll be on this show sometime. She wants
Yeah.
to come on. She wants to come on the program really bad. So that's
She's
Sarah.
the one that you reached.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And Sarah's been out there the last 2 years with us. I've been out there for 6 years. I can't remember, 6 or 7 years.
6 consecutive years.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's the
Well,
one.
then you could not go this year.
It was, it made me feel real good when you said that you'd come and do it.
Yeah, dude.
It
Absolutely.
felt really good. I was really
Even if
excited to
I'm
call
just
you.
a fly on the wall, man, I want to be there. I want to see how you guys operate, see how you function. I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet.
Well, it's a good time, and Sarah, she's a great entertainer, but she is a really good psychic. She's a very good psychic. She's fun, so she's a great add-on to the thing. She's not really part of the event, but just her presence creates a really good energy. Audrey can attest to that. I do remember when we were at the Mounts Theater, Sarah was with us, and we were down in the basement, and then whatever it was, right this way, microphone. Whatever was down in the basement does not like me because I'm a spiritual warrior.
Kind of like that, how the Villiscax murder house attic.
They don't like me.
They don't like you.
They don't like me because they know they're up against they met their match. But I won't go in the room. And so I did almost pass out one time
From what?
because when I was walking to the basement, I was by myself. I was trying to be brave, right? I was like, I'm going to go down there one more time by myself. Right? I got my spirit box and my recorder. Started going. You got to look at my arms. Look, dude, because of me thinking of him,
Yep.
he's thinking of me right now. The
Who?
dude from the basement. Look at my arms. See, I just connected with him. That's not good. You stay in Ron Phillips's room. Don't you?
No,
come
don't
follow
go.
me.
Don't stay in my room.
Stay here.
Okay.
So you got to go onto the stage,
You are weird.
and then you got to go side stage, and then down in the basement. Dude, there was a mannequin. There was a freaking mannequin. Right when you get past the stage, right before you get to the basement door, there was an effing mannequin right there, looking right at me when I walked by it, and I freaking screamed, dude.
No, see, I'm not okay with mannequins.
I am not.
There is a funny story about a cardboard mannequin I had up in this room one time before.
I'm listening.
I came in the room, forgot the cardboard mannequin was standing off to the side. A little pee came out, just a little bit.
Oh, that was a
God
yelp.
dang.
That was a dog yelp.
You know who it was?
I don't want to even know.
You know who it was?
What's his name?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, hell no. You've been beebed by the Bieber.
Yeah, it was Justin Bieber with a hoodie on. It was my daughter's. Scared the Jesus out of me, man.
They do that. And so
Jeez.
I knew there was another room there. It's the Haunted Mounds Theater and right by Mounds Park, St. Paul. Hey, Whiskey, man, go check it out tonight while you're there. There's another room where they have mannequins for stage props.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I went there into that room and I zoomed right into the mannequin and I zoomed real close and I says, if you're real, blink your eyes.
Why would you ask?
I
for
don't
that
know.
kind of
It
thing?
just happens, dude. Sometimes things just
I'm
happen.
assuming the eyes did not blink.
No, but I was waiting for him to because all of a sudden the eyes looked real. And I looked at the person that was with me. I'm like, could you imagine if those son of a bitches blinked? And the mannequin just said,
Yeah, okay.
and looked right at you.
Yeah.
I would just fall to the floor.
It would be a little cloud of where I just disappeared.
We just hear. I'm like, oh, Ron, you okay, bro?
Hey, yeah, coming up after the bottom of the hour, we've got in our segment that we like to call What the hell is that? It's we've got this weird video that we found. And look, I'm all about security cameras, but this one's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The thing that I noticed when I was watching it,
Yeah.
the car headlights hit it.
Dude.
No You understand what
and
I'm saying?
there's one other part right at the end.
I
that
like
want
to
point
call
out.
this video Ghost Rider. We'll get to it after we come back in from the
Dude,
break.
you're coming up with names now for videos.
Ghost Rider, dude. There's no question about this. I couldn't tell if it was a bicycle or a scooter or
So
what,
you're
but-
convinced?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No.
You named the video.
Ghost Rider. I had to name the video.
If you were not convinced, though, you're not recording.
Stop doing that, dude. You knew I was. I knew I was, but I still looked. You get me every time with that. Okay.
Oh, look at Rocky Jr. is in the house.
Rocky Jr.
All
Let's
right.
see. We going to talk about Poveglia?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I even want to get into it when we got a lot of time left. All
Yeah,
right.
we do.
So let's get into it. Poveglia, and then next segment we'll start talking about some of the most haunted cemeteries in around the world. Oh, I got a question for you. Look at Ron's like, yeah,
Hit
now
me.
what, bro?
What?
Would you stay the night in Dracula's castle?
No.
Why? It's for sale.
No, it is?
It is for sale.
In like Transylvania? Really? Interesting.
I really want to go there. Vlad, right? Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad the Impaler.
You know how this dude, everybody, they want to give the mafia a really hard time and a bad name, right?
Yeah.
You know what this dude did one time, Vlad? He went and captured like 200 of his enemies, took their heads off, made popsicles out of their head, and he surrounded his entire castle with popsicle heads.
Heads on a spike.
Yeah, and he's just saying, "You want to come to my castle? This is what I'm going to do to you." Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
He has been waiting all night, folks, to do that. All night. No, I didn't know that's what he was going to do, but I can tell you he's been waiting all night to do it.
Yeah, it's for sale. I would go to it. I would absolutely go to it. I would stay in it, but I wouldn't go in the basement. The
How
dungeon.
do you know? Oh, the dungeon. I started
dungeon.
saying, how do you know it's got a basement? But
Yeah.
it probably does have a dungeon.
They have a dungeon, dude, and it ain't a sex room. I'm telling you right now. It's where they like stuck bad things in bad places.
I don't know. See, I could probably tour it. I think I could go in it,
During the
but
day.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't stay there overnight. There's just no reason. There's no reason to put your. I don't know. I mean, we're talking about going to the freaking Haunted Hill House. At some point in the future, we're going to go there, folks.
We almost went.
Yeah,
we
we almost did. Why would I put myself in that position? I don't know, because I'm dumb.
So no, it's a different kind of spirit though.
Vlad the Impaler?
No, I'm just talking
Dracula?
the old European castles, Ireland, Britain, all different parts of England.
What
Sweden.
makes that a different type of spirit?
When you have a castle
from
see,
like way back in the day?
in the
kind of
United
thing?
States right now, let's say we go to the cemetery in Nolens, right?
Okay, all right.
Dude, we're talking spirit 200-300 years old. What you go? What the colonies? People started coming to North America. What 1600 somewhere around there? When did Columbus supposedly step foot on this planet? I mean, this North America. Something 16 something. I can't remember.
Okay.
Somebody's going to say, "Rocky, you idiot," and I don't even care.
It was like 1642
So
or something.
we're not really rooted in history. We have native history that we know nothing about, right? Because it was never documented. Excuse me. But now you go to Europe, you go to like Israel, you go to countries like that. We're talking centuries. We're talking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 years old. By John's dig site in Egypt, there's a spot in the desert. Now they call them jinn, DJINN. That's what they call the spirit.
Okay, I've
in the
heard
Middle
that
East.
word
Yep.
before. Yeah.
And they look at the spirit differently than how we look at it. We're like, oh, it's the ghost of Grandpa Joe. You know what I mean? To them, they look at those entities as something completely different. You go to an old castle, brother.
So they're not necessarily spirits of dead.
They think they're more
Egyptians or
because
something.
of their belief system. They go into, they got a whole bunch of girlfriends waiting for them. You know what I'm saying? So they believe that it's more like creature. Like Google Jinn, DJINN, and
Like it's more like a demon.
yes, there is a part of the desert right by John's dig site that the Egyptians will not go to at night ever. They will not walk foot in that sand because of the entities. What's that top definition there?
an anglicized as a genie, supernatural creatures in early pre-Islamic Arabian and later Islamic mythology and theology. Like humans, they are created with fitra, neither born as believers nor as unbelievers, but their attitude depends on whether they accept God's guidance.
What? That doesn't sound like a jinn to me, bro.
That's what it says. But there's that.
Yeah, that's the wrong jinn. That's Jinn. You want the DJIN.
I thought that's what I put in there. I did put that in there. Certain type of spirit in Islam. It's kind of similar to an angel. That's what I just said.
And angels.
The word jinn comes from the Arabic jinn, Jinn. Thank you. A plural noun that means both demons or spirits, and also literally hidden from sight. The word genie shares the same Arabic root. So
yeah.
All right, so it's an Arabic spirit for all.
Sure, but now you go to England. Now look at Gettysburg. There's a very traumatic fight that happened in 3 days in Gettysburg, and that is one of the most haunted places in America. Think of all the wars and the battles in Israel and Europe. Think about all that has happened in history. You know, the last 4,000 years, 5,000 years. Think of the energy there. So you're not just talking about Grandpa Joe. You're talking about energies that could have been lingering around for the last 700-800 years, brother.
I agree.
Would you give him a hug?
No.
Why?
Why do you keep asking me
But
that
you
question?
notice that different parts of the world, depending on different beliefs, their spiritual interaction is completely different, and what they deal with is different.
Okay.
Like Buddhists. You think about Buddhists and their beliefs in the afterlife and reincarnation. Somebody dies in their family, and they go look for them reborn. They'll travel the world to go find them reborn as a 3-year-old
but I
elephant.
also know in Buddhism that the family watches over you as well.
Yes.
The old ancestors and everything like that.
I'm watching over you, brother.
You're not dead yet.
But when I do, first thing I'm going to be like,
where's Ron?
Where's Phillips?
I got to find Ron.
Where's the light? Shit. He was right. I'm screwed.
He's like, take me to the light. Take me to the light, Ron. Please guide me.
Dark in here. Oh.
Guess
Rob
what?
Phillips, take us home.
Oh, my Lord. Guys, coming up after the break, we've got our segment called What the Hell Is That? Ghost Rider this time.
Ghost Rider.
And check out romikadesigns.com during the break. We'll see you guys in a second. At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logoed designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Abnormal realities.
I watched a documentary the other day. People that were abducted. That's what it was about.
Abductees.
There was a kid, he claimed that he could speak alien. Let me see if I can pick it up. And he was serious, dude. I got chills watching it.
Then what was that sound you were making just now?
I don't know. It was what they did. But I probably said something in alien just now.
Did you call them to come get us? Maybe they can bring us a pizza. Ask them.
Bring us pizza?
Yeah, I don't care what.
Okay, hold on. I got to feel it.
Make sure it has jalapeno on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
please.
have jalapeno.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask aliens to bring me pizza.
Do they deliver it in 30 minutes or less?
It's on the way.
All
Or
right.
it's free.
Abnormal realities. With Ron and Rocky. 8 p.m. Eastern. Mojo 50.
That was my bad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Abnormal Realities. I got to unmute myself before I talk, and then Rocky laughs at me.
That was great.
That's
you
because
don't
I
ever
catch
mess
him
up.
all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
I do mess up
Hashtag
a lot.
Say Petey.
My name is Ron Phillips. That's Rocky Stucci.
How you doing?
Yeah, let's do Ghost Rider now. I can't wait. This is going to be so good.
Wait, when did we say? Wait, did we do what the hell is that?
That's what we're doing.
When did we do the what the hell is that part? We did that last segment, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we
Only
never
you
got
were
to
playing
it?
with Petey or doing something when I said it. Yeah, we did. We didn't do what the hell is that yet. We said
we
it.
said it.
Here, we can say it again.
Okay.
Guys, coming up in our next segment called What the hell is that?
Double fist.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Son of a bitch.
All right, guys, check this out. So I've got, so this video you're going to see, you'll see it 3 times. The third time is going to be zoomed in and slowed down. Check this out. A lot of people, such as myself, realize that security cameras can ghost somebody once in a while. This one is kind of cool to me, though, because it didn't ghost the cars that go by. So take a look at this and tell me what you think. There is no audio, Rocky, so we can talk over it.
Oh.
All right, here you go. Watch this guy's finger. Watch. Look at that.
That's
coming right down the street, dude.
Kind of a sexy
Headlights. The car went right through it, it looks like, and then it just fades.
Okay,
the
watch
hell
now.
out.
Watch so. Okay. The part that I found interesting out of this entire video, that's weird.
Boom.
Now, watch right before the video ends, you're going to see it kind of start to manifest a little bit, right? Right there.
Yeah, right there at the end. Let's see if I can get it to come back.
I'm curious to see
Right
what
there at the
people think.
bottom left of the sidewalk. Watch real quick. Ready? Right there. So now here's the slowed down version, the
I
up
didn't
close
know.
version.
I didn't
did
know
this.
there was.
Look, this was August the 30th.
This is
Just
pretty
a few
interesting.
days ago. Watch right here. It just appears.
And it's a little-
Now, I think it was because whatever was coming down the street. I can't tell if it's riding a bike.
Oh my God, dude. It looks like a freaking school teacher.
Because
Rewind it. Go back to when the light hit it. The light from the vehicle. It looks like a lady, like a school
let's see
teacher.
if I can. I don't know if I can.
Probably
pause
has a crush on me. Right there. It looks like a dress.
That looks like a skirt, a long skirt, doesn't it?
Nice. How
Yeah.
you doing? I don't know if it looks like a skirt. That is weird. Is that a bag?
Maybe a bag.
And
What's
look at-
odd is I can't tell if they're on a bike or a scooter or just walking. But because of where that car's headlights are hitting it, to me, it could be right in the middle of that lane hovering, right? But the car goes right through it. Watch.
Through it?
Watch right here. You got a car on the right first, and then that other car on the left, right here. Doot. It just goes away, comes back, and then just kind of vaporizes.
That is weird, dude. That is
Look at that.
actually.
That is nuts,
dude.
dude.
I have to say that is pretty good.
I mean, look, I understand that like, especially night vision cameras can ghost somebody. I've seen that happen before, but that's almost too weird.
Mary Mansfield said the silhouette kind of reminds her of Elmira Gulch from the Wizard of
from
Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
You knew who that was?
Yeah.
So did I.
No, you didn't.
Did you know that there's a person that supposedly
Hung themselves.
Did you ever
in
see the video?
forest. I did.
What do you think?
I think it was probably a worker.
But you think it was real?
I
Did it
don't
really
know.
happen?
But there's a lot of things, like a lot of weird things around that movie.
I gotta say, well, dude. I mean, did you ever watch that movie on acid? I mean, I saw a documentary.
Can't
once.
say that I have, Mom. Can't say that I've ever watched The Wizard of Oz on acid. Dixie.
Me neither, Dixie. You didn't tell me that last night.
Elvira, I think is it Elmira or Elvira Gulch?
It's
But anyhow,
Elmira.
she's the one that do, and she's riding that
Oh,
goofy
that's
ass
the
bike.
mean.
Yeah, the
lady.
witch, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, I kind of had a crush on her.
Yeah.
She reminded me of because I went to a Catholic school. She reminded me of one of the nuns that was my teacher.
Ugh.
Did you ever get beat up by a nun?
No, I have.
I have, dude. I got stories.
I bet you do. Did you ever get your hand slapped with a ruler?
That's mainly
Your
that
pee
was.
slapped?
I did. Mm-hmm. How you doing?
Okay.
How you doing, Sister Loretta?
How you doing?
How you doing? No, mainly we got our arms slapped when we sat like this. That's when she'd come.
Because your elbow was on the table.
It
or
was
what?
lazy and she would abuse us. So And my parents let it happen and never saved us. Dude, I'm going to say, serious note, I thought I'm a pretty skeptical person when it comes to videos.
Yep.
I got to say, I'm not saying it's not real. I'll say that. I'm not going to say it's real, but I'm definitely not saying it's not real. I thought it was a good video.
Yeah, it was a good video.
And
I mean, you remember the one that we did, I don't know, a month or so ago, where this thing walks through the baby's room, the room with the baby in it.
Apparitions are real.
Okay. I mean, that one was on camera.
Yep.
But at the same time, if mom and dad are saying that wasn't them, what did walk through that room? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Teresa did say something, though, and it did cross my mind as well. She said, looked like a man towards the end. And it kind of did.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not judging if he was wearing a dress.
I'm be honest with you. I think it was somebody riding their bike down the street.
It could have
been.
And
the video, and the
but a ghost bike? See, that's
the security camera ghosted it. That's what I think. Security cameras do that all the time, dude. Especially if they're night vision cameras, because night vision will cause that little ghostly type of streak. I've seen too many fake ones out there. I mean,
Jamie said that what hit me if that the lights hit it instead of going through.
I don't disagree.
Like the lights hit the reflection.
Yeah, let's take
let's
take a real quick look at it real quick.
That's a good point though, because it is
Boom.
reflective.
See, that's the lights hitting it.
Now, what is that shadow?
Which shadow?
In the crotch area there.
I thought it was a skirt.
I don't know what that. You can't zoom in, can you?
Well, no, but I can go to the zoomed version of it. I've got the zoomed version of it here.
Yeah, that's. Oh, see, now it almost looks like you can see a belt if you go back one frame.
I don't think I can.
See right there, it looks like you can see a belt.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I'm going with your skirt theory. Maybe it's a female ghost. Maybe it looks like a little
child
there.
because it's not moving like a stride would cause a person to go
that's why the ghost
bobble up and down. It's almost like they're floating. That's what makes me think this is a person on a bicycle.
I'm kind of turned on by that finger too.
You see?
Oh, dude, you just saw a leg. You just saw a bare leg.
Yeah, the foot comes up right there. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. It's a nun.
And then this car it's crazy. That car looks like it's going right, boom, and it just disappears.
So
for a second while the car goes through.
Out of all the videos of apparitions that I've seen in my life, I've never seen light reflected, though. That's where I'm running into a little bit of a stump. I've never seen something reflect. Usually you see the transparency. You see, and that it was transparent.
Yeah.
But it still had reflectiveness to it.
Yeah.
So do you think the person in that car saw it?
If they did, it was on the side of the road, somebody riding a bike. I'm telling you, that's what that looked like to me.
I don't want to be that person when I die. Oh, you all right, bro? God bless you.
I'm good.
You okay? Rona?
All right, let's talk about Poveglia before we don't talk about it. We get to the 3 minutes left in the show and we haven't said a thing about it.
Yeah, we'll be like, Ron Phillips, take us home, bro. All right, do I get the article up?
I don't know, but I've got it up here. It says, if you think isolating during the coronavirus pandemic is grim, let's take a look inside the world's most haunted island where people were sent to isolate during the Black Plague.
They weren't sent there to isolate. We got to get that straight right now. They were sent there to die.
Poveglia Island off the coast of Venice in Lido, Italy, is nicknamed the Island of Ghosts due to its grisly past. People were dragged, kicking and screaming, to the island if they showed even the slightest symptoms of the Black Death.
Like sneezing. According
to local tales. It's an 18-acre plot. It was also used as a mass burial ground where some 160,000 victims are thought to have been burned to stop the spread of the disease.
You know, I learned
160,000 people on 18 acres.
So they're saying
18.
They're saying that the first 18 inches of that soil
is ash.
It's human remains. It's just decomposed human remains. If you went and just took a handful of dirt, this is no joke.
Oh, wait, you were incorrect in what you just said. It has been said that even to this day, human ash from these cremations make up more than 50% of the soil on the island, not just the top layer.
I've been corrected.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap,
I've got
dude.
chills, man. That was,
160,000 people is a lot of people.
it is. And you know what I learned? You know, back in the Dark Ages, or when the Black Plague was in existence, you know, they used to wear those masks with the big long horn. They looked super creepy.
Yeah,
And-
with the
and-
big long nose.
Yes,
Yeah.
and what they did was they shoved flowers and like rosemary and basil for the smell, and it was weird. It was that was a
so
mask
that they
of protection.
couldn't smell the death.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why they call it the mask of death. Dun, dun,
You know, I
dun.
never knew that.
Neither
I
did
remember
I.
seeing the mask. I mean,
And they're creepy.
Yeah, they are creepy.
Like if we're in the woods and we saw 6 people come around the corner wearing robes and the mask of death, and me and Ron were just trying to go for a walk and talk, man, I would run.
So the psychiatric hospital that's on the island,
This
they
was
did,
phase 2.
Yeah, they did gruesome experiments, including lobotomies. And this was in the 1920s. A crazed doctor at the hospital
Yep.
eventually committed suicide by throwing himself from the bell tower.
Okay, that's theory. There's another theory that he was killed by the patients and he was buried in the bell tower.
No kidding.
Yes. That was from one historian. So you see the bell tower right here?
Yeah.
And they say, now the bell tower, and see if you can confirm it in here. They say the bell tower is filled with concrete right now, but people on the mainland can still hear the bell ring.
Interesting.
Would you go there during the day, Ron Phillips?
I'd go there during the day.
You'd walk on dead
Yeah.
bodies?
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing is.
Would you smell your shoes when you were done walking on
No,
the
I
island?
wouldn't smell no shit. Are you kidding me?
All right, I would go. I would actually stay there overnight.
He said that these guys that got dropped off there said you could even tell the taxi driver
Yep.
was scared,
They're gone.
not just of the police, but of the place itself. He couldn't get away quick enough.
The one that I watched when they got dropped out there by the boat taxi, that dude did not stick around. They stepped foot, their bags were put on, and that dude was gone. Because to the residents of the mainland right there, they want nothing to do with that island. They want it gone.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, it says the island is so full of dark history. A hell of a lot of people died there, and you really get a sense of the horrors that took place there while you're walking around. They burnt all the bodies and left them where they lay.
Right there.
The island has never really been cleared properly or anything, so everything has just been left.
You know, I'm curious.
Wow, dude.
I don't know how you measure the size of a city like Gettysburg.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how you measure the demographics of it or whatever. But how many acres?
18.
Okay, 18. And
That's
over.
small,
That's-
relatively small, folks.
Seriously, I mean, that's like this neighborhood.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Don Newen and Donna Fiducia's house, their farm
There's
is
more-
63 acres.
Ru-
So 18 is literally like one of their yard. You know what I'm saying?
that's intense.
It's intense, yeah.
and you're talking about 100+ thousand
160.
people. So
That's enough.
we go to Gettysburg
Yeah.
and we get EVPs and it's crazy. And we're like, holy shit. I mean, this is the most haunted town in America. Dude, you are walking in an infestation of miserable souls that died a miserable death, whether it be
Yep.
from the Black Plague or whether it be people that were in the hospital from the crazy doctor doing crazy experiments. I can't validate if the doctor was murdered. I can't validate if he committed suicide. I'm just going off of one of the stories because you know how things go, exaggerations. But I could see that happening. I mean, the doctor did insane experimentation on the people. So my question to all of you beautiful people, would you stay on this island? Oh, by the way, Zach Baggins was there and he became possessed.
On the island?
Yeah, he gets possessed all the time though.
Okay.
So, I mean, we don't judge you, Zach. But yeah. So I don't think he was so much possessed. I think what happens, especially if you're an empath,
Okay.
okay? And you are, like I said, there's not.
That's a lot of souls to
That's a
be
lot of
competing
souls,
for
dude.
your mind at that
Could you
point.
imagine? You're absorbing. I don't even know how to put it. You're like in a pool.
Yeah.
You're not in a room full of people. You are in a pool of
death.
dread and
Yeah.
death.
I
you know?
mean, if you fell onto the ground, you're laying. Oh,
like if
see,
you
that
dug a
is
hole
sad,
and you
dude.
got dirt underneath your fingernails and you clean your fingernails, you ain't cleaning dirt from your fingernails.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is sad. And you know what's even more sad is that, and I'm going to say this in a very serious way, we sit here and we talk about it in a way for entertainment for radio. We have these groups that go to this island to do paranormal investigations, but not one soul has ever really been recognized. There's never been a mural. There's never been a memorial. There's never, ever been anything to where people did something to help ease the evilness and the misery of those souls. Maybe we should go and send them to the light. Do a big crossing. Just be like, go, bitches, just go. Be gone. And then light a flashlight and say, into the light. Into the light.
I don't know about that.
Into the light. And bring Petey with.
I say we go to New Orleans.
I say we go to
literally, you and I could drive there in a day.
Dude, we were
and
close.
then just, I mean, there's a lot of history there.
How close were we when we drove to Georgia?
We weren't too close because we were on Interstate 20, so we were in northern Louisiana. So I mean, yeah, we weren't close at all, actually.
Oh, I felt close.
You've been to New Orleans?
Never.
Really?
I've never been there.
Oh, I've only been there once. I'd go back again.
I've been to Savannah
except Bourbon Street smelled like puke and human feces, and I didn't appreciate that. But I bet it's a wild place during Mardi Gras. I have not been there during Mardi Gras.
It
was a business trip.
I've been to Savannah, Georgia with Ron Phillips.
Yeah, we have been.
And Ron, you tell me one place we went to, because you know damn well I was talking about it. You tell me one place. What was that? Oh, okay. You got a thing lighting up over there.
Yeah.
Where I went into a location and asked them about ghosts. You tell me one person that says, no, there's no ghosts here.
Oh, no, they wouldn't.
Not one person, not one business.
No, they know there is. Yeah. I mean, you got, Savannah, Georgia is just an old, there's a lot of old Civil War history there. Mm-hmm. There's like 26 squares in Savannah, Georgia.
Jamie said there's this weird feeling, right when you said it, I read it, when you went to the square, but what square were you talking about? Because there's like 30 of them, right?
26, I think.
26. Yeah. And then there's a bar there that sells nothing but daiquiris.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have
I had brain freeze.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I saw my first cargo ship.
But that last place we went, and that bar where we drank, that had the upstairs that had all the veterans in it.
That was deep.
Right there on the...
And you know damn well that...
Where you saw the large barge.
Dude, that was the time of my life. I'd never seen something
carrying
so
containers.
Big.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever seen a barge up close. I never realized that they were that big.
They were that huge, yeah. Man. But no, so you wanted to talk about the haunted St. Louis and...
why is it that New Orleans...
The St. Louis Cemetery in New Orleans.
I understand. Okay, I just answered my own question because I was going to say, why is it that New Orleans is the only place in the country that has above ground cemeteries? But we already obviously know that answer. Why do they keep it above ground? Why don't they move those cemeteries? Why is there even a town called New Orleans when it's below sea level, so close to the ocean?
Well, good question.
Thank
because
you.
Every time a hurricane comes up through the Gulf of Mexico, those people panic
every year,
and they got to get the hell out, dude. You know it. That's what.
And look at what they're going through now.
Yeah, yeah. But it's old. I mean, that's old historic district, and it says the old St. Louis Cemetery is the #1 haunted cemetery in the country. It says people have had encounters with the dead who are still buried inside the stone walls of this historic cemetery. That cemetery was actually put there. Let's see. Does it say? It's been around for St. Louis Cemetery has been around for almost 300 years. Untold numbers of people have been laid to rest there. So when trying to answer the question of who is buried at St. Louis Cemetery, you'll find yourself trying to answer a question which is almost impossible to answer. A lot of it has to do with you can't even read the monuments anymore.
Dude, we went
because of the salt water.
When we were in Georgia, we went to the old Civil War cemetery, and you couldn't even read those. That's sad to me.
Yeah.
But what are you supposed to do? I mean, you can't. I mean, sooner or later you have to dissolve. I mean, I'm not saying it to be cruel or even funny. Sooner or later, your time on this planet is done. You can only remain here for so many generations and have a headstone for so many generations before you just need to just be gone. Is that bad for me to say?
Well, no, I mean, but
it's sad because you go to
that's why we don't dig up Neanderthals every day. They're gone. You know what I'm saying?
I do. And
they're gone.
They gone. Like some bitches, they gone.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I think the 1700s is probably 1600s, maybe, unless they're in a vault somewhere under the Vatican, are people that,
Vatican.
Those people have been long buried and forgotten, unfortunately.
It's just the elite style people that want to be
Correct.
remembered forever. But maybe I'm saying it like this because there's a certain sadness, like when we went to that cemetery and they're lost in time, right? We're looking at a headstone that is just washed away.
Yeah.
It's just a rock, right? That's shaped as a tombstone and it's creepy looking. And I'm sure it can make for great photos. But you're looking at somebody who lived a life. You're looking at people, you've seen their whole families, you've seen children, you've seen people buried with their 4-year-olds and 9-year-olds and 18-year-olds, and you've seen people that only lived to be 35 years old, for the ones that you could read. But then you go to other parts of that cemetery and they're washed away. And then it makes you start thinking, who were they? What kind of life did they live? How hard did they have to work? What kind of struggles did they have? What's their story? Because I'm sure it's a book that you could read and be very intrigued by.
Without a doubt. That's why history fascinates me. I love history. By the way, the Voodoo Queen, Marie Laveau, is the most famous ghost, which is seen within the St. Louis Cemetery. Commonly known as the Voodoo Queen, Marie was born in 1801 and would become the most revered and at times feared voodoo practitioner in New Orleans history.
So was she the creator of voodoo?
I don't know. It didn't say that she was the creator.
Curious.
Legend has it that she knew all of the secrets of all levels of society. As hordes of people fawned over her, begging for her to help them with their problems or to assist them in their own rituals and spells. She was quite literally the go-to voodoo practitioner in New Orleans during the 19th century. Marie Laveau.
Voodoo, V-O-D-U-N, means divinity or idol. The history of voodoo does not start, as many people believe, around 1500 AD in Haiti, but about 15,000 years before Christ in Africa. Thus, the real source of voodoo is the Egyptian pyramids. These would later be called Yoruba. So voodoo practice started with the ancient Egyptians 15,000 years before Christ? Dude, that's that's farther back than Göbekli Tepe, and they barely know anything about that. How the hell they know what happened 15,000 freaking years ago?
I don't know. Basic
principles, rituals, and practices. Let's try one right now. Go get a candle.
Nope.
Go get one of the chihuahuas. And a pair
we're
of scissors.
Not bringing my chihuahua.
And a butter
here.
Knife. What?
And a butter knife.
Dude, it says right here, a chihuahua, scissors, and butter knife. I'm just following the instructions. He's looking. Don't look at my screen, bro. What kind of... Okay, so you need feathers, candles. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, cards. Dude, you got cards? You do. Son of a bitch, you do got cards.
Tarot cards?
I don't know. Let's see. Some salt.
I'm looking at a picture, and I guess I should have brought this up, but I'm looking at a very overcast sky of a picture in the cemetery, and it says these tombs are laid out with no regards for order. It says you'll almost find it labyrinth-like. And if you've ever walked through the cemetery in New Orleans, it seems to me like it would be very eerie. But I've seen movies where people are running in and out of these tombs like this. So yeah, but I would guess that the St. Louis Cemetery in New Orleans isn't the only cemetery in the country that has above ground tombs.
No, Doug Stack in YouTube was saying that they are all over southern Louisiana or northern, one of the two.
Southern Louisiana.
Yeah, he said they're all over southern Louisiana.
And that makes sense. I mean, a lot of that state is below water level. So,
but see, no, and I think it all comes down to your belief system on how you're going to approach a cemetery like that, right? So if you're like us, we are automatically going to...
Well, you do it with respect, and that's the bottom line. And you make it known that you're doing it with respect. Like
That's
you did
what I
when
was
we
just going to say.
Yeah, when we walked into what was that Civil War cemetery that we went into?
Oh, dude, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what was the woman's name? I don't remember her name.
Oh,
the one that
that's
we put the
right.
coins on.
There was a TV show made about her, a movie.
Really?
Yeah, remember you had to put like 7 cents down or 15 cents
No,
or
it was $1.07.
yeah, we had to borrow that from Don Newen.
Yeah, it was 4 quarters, a nickel, and 2 pennies.
That's right,
Something
$1.07.
like that. Yeah.
Otherwise, bad things would happen to you, and if you're superstitious, you're screwed.
Yeah, her gravesite actually had a bottle in front of it,
And we put the money in.
and we put the money.
I was
Well,
like,
we actually
click,
laid it
click,
on top of
click.
the.
And then I looked in the bottle,
Yeah.
see how much was in there. I needed a pack of smokes.
No, dude, that's not something you want to do.
No,
I
wouldn't
needed
do
a
it.
pack of smokes.
Well, I was just counting. Anyways, oh my God, I almost remembered it. I can't remember, but
I don't remember.
it was she was a psychic.
She was.
She was a psychic in I don't want to say the old days, but in far back when psychics, she would go find farm animals for people. Do you remember that? Dogs and cows that farmers would come
Vaguely.
to her for.
Yeah, but there was some special story that Don was telling us about her. And I think I looked her up. Well, I don't remember her name, but anyhow, we going into cemeteries is not a huge deal for me. I don't mind doing it because, quite honestly, it's a place of respect for me.
Absolutely.
And that's the mindset that you have to have in there.
Can I be honest?
Please, I hope you would.
When I was finally at the end of the show, when I was up in Hudson, I lived right down the street from a cemetery, and I would literally, that's where I would actually go find my peace. And this is why, is because you look around the cemetery, I'd go for a walk, they had benches there, very peaceful place. And you think, when you look at all these people, is how many people in this cemetery lived lives where they didn't fulfill their dreams or they're held back by something.
The majority of
How
them.
many people died a
Yeah.
miserable death because they're too busy trying to live up to somebody else's standard? And it's a reflection of all those people that didn't get that opportunity that allowed me to reflect on my current situation to make me appreciate what I have and what I'm still capable of doing.
Yeah.
And, not knowing their stories, but a lot of people, they leave this planet never fulfilling what they intended to do in life,
The thing I like to do a lot in cemeteries like that is read the headstones, because a lot of time the headstone itself will tell a story, especially if it's an infant or a younger person like that. But then again, try to find the oldest headstone in the cemetery too. That's pretty freaking fun.
I always do that.
What, try to find the oldest one?
Yeah. And one time when I was in New York, it was a super old cemetery. I was a kid and I accidentally, honestly, God, stepped over where the body was buried and I sunk a foot down.
Really?
I crapped my pants. I thought it was like a skeleton hand.
I saw a grave site with a window in the top of it once. Didn't look in it though.
I would have. Hey,
Ladies
folks,
and gentlemen, go ahead, you're up.
Abnormal Realities. We love you guys. We thank you all so much for being here. RomikaDesigns.com. Get on over there. WayfinderLures.com. But the best thing you need to do is just go to abnormalrealities.com. Abnormalrealities.com. Subscribe for the newsletter. Follow us on Spreaker. Rob Phillips, take us home, bro.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. You guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow for Freaky Friday.